Zeb Wise and James McFadden on the front row of this one. Brad Sweet and Anthony Macri in the second row. Tyler Courtney and Spencer Bayston in row 3. Jared Zimbardi and Justin Peck. Outlaw Speedway, we got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing off at turn number 4. We are green. Into turn number 1, Zeb Wise will have the early race lead. James McFadden running in second. They pull away a little bit from Brad Sweet back in the third spot. Anthony Macri runs fourth, and fifth right now is Tyler Courtney. Zeb Wise leads lap 1 by the thinnest of margins over the 83 of James McFadden. McFadden to the bottom in turns 1 and 2. Pulls up alongside of Zeb Wise, who has momentum down the back straightaway to maintain the race lead. Zeb Wise trying to get win number 1 of 2024 with Kubota Highlander Racing, as is the guy right behind him, that being James McFadden. 2 down and 28 to go here at Outlaw Speedway. Wise pulling away by 10 car lengths now as they work back into turns 3 and 4. Zeb Wise off the top of the racetrack, this time by 3 complete and 27 remaining. They're nearly already on the same straightaway as the back of the field. Traffic going to come into play extremely quickly here. Race for the 4th spot down the backstretch. Give it to Anthony Macri. Macri getting around the outside of Sunshine. Move Anthony Macri up to 4th. Macri to 4th. Now Sunshine looks back underneath him into turn number 1, trying to find a way by the Dillsburg, Pennsylvania driver. Side by side down the backstretch. Macri cuts him off down into turn number 3. Anthony Macri still has 4th. Jared Zimbardi running in 6th. Remember, he is the Durst Dice Roll driver. The top 2 just went to the bottom in 1 and 2. Meanwhile, your 3rd place car, Brad Sweet, ran the top. 3 different lines being used on this side of the racetrack. McFadden likes the bottom, pulls up alongside his Zeb Wise down the front straightaway. They both go back to the bottom in 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Brad Sweet works the outside. Sweet coming to call down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet closing in on James McFadden. Brad Sweet to the outside in turns 3 and 4. Might have a new 2nd place car, not yet, but it looked like he's much better on this side of the racetrack. Brad Sweet trying to get into that runner-up position. Zeb Wise has gotten by Corey Eliason, puts a lap car between himself and James McFadden. Wise now working underneath of another slower car. That is down the front straightaway, Dylan Norris. The 26 makes his way by the number 17 car. Now 2 cars between him and the 2nd place car of McFadden. Tyler Courtney's gotten back by the number 39 of Anthony Macri, and Tyler Courtney's closing in on your top 3. Brad Sweet now getting by James McFadden off at turn number 4. And here comes Sunshine as well. Tyler Courtney into the mix. 3-car battle for 2nd as Sweet makes his way around the outside of Norris and pulls away from James McFadden. Only 1 car separate the top 2 drivers as Wise is trying to work on the 79 of Jordan Thomas. 3 cars, 3 wide in front of your leader, that time by off at turn number 2. Wise does not get off at turn 2 that well that time and loses some ground to the 49 of Brad Sweet. Zeb Wise off the bottom, down the front straightaway, 11 laps in and 19 to go for the Routine Racing number 26 as the 49 of Brad Sweet slides in front of Corey Eliason. No lap cars between your top 2 now. Wise trying to go 3 wide with 2 slower cars, Mark Smith and Jordan Thomas. Off at turn number 4. Wise makes his way by Jordan Thomas, but heavy traffic right in front of him. They are nearly 4 wide in front of your race leader. Here comes Brad Sweet down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet trying to work to the outside of Zeb Wise as they come off at turn number 4. This time by 17 laps to go, and the race for the lead is a good one. Wise now slides through the middle, gets to the top. Meanwhile, Tyler Courtney's up into the 3rd spot, gets by James McFadden, and looks to track down the number 49 of Brad Sweet. If Sweet does not get by Wise quickly, then the 7BC is going to be part of this mix as well. The 26 to the outside of Ryan Newton, trying to put him a lap down. 3 wide for the lead, nearly off at turn number 2. Tyler Courtney is coming to call here late in this one. Off at turn number 4. Halfway single this time by for your race leader, Zeb Wise. Here comes Brad Sweet. Sweet to the inside. Slider for the top spot. Brad Sweet's got it. Zeb Wise cannot cross underneath him as they work back into turns 3 and 4. Zeb Wise to the bottom. Off at turn number 4. Who's going to have the race lead? It's going to be Brad Sweet. Sweet leads on lap number 16. 14 to go. 14 laps to go. Brad Sweet looking for his first ever sprint car win in the state of New York. Started back in the 3rd position as they work off at turn number 4. Into traffic underneath the 1A of Jacob Allen, puts him 1 lap down. Tyler Courtney around the inside hub off of turn number 2. Is going to make his way by Zeb Wise for a moment. Wise back around and he'll cut him off into turn number 3. Courtney maybe gave him a tap to the back bumper right there off of turn number 4. Zeb Wise just trying to hang on now as Tyler Courtney knows he's got a car maybe good enough to contend with your race leader, Brad Sweet. Zeb Wise not going away easily. Back behind him, 4th place cars, James McFadden. 5th is Anthony Macri. Here comes Sunshine back underneath of Zeb Wise off of turn number 2. Looks like he's going to have that position off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway this time. Tyler Courtney now to 2nd with 2 cars between himself and Brad Sweet. 10 laps to go, still plenty of time for Sunshine, but he's got to make quick work of these cars. Last time by, Sunshine about 100 slower than your race leader. Cannot find a way by the number 7 NY of Matt Farnham. Brad Sweet is struggling as well to get by Chris Windom. Sweet goes to the bottom in 1 and 2. That time by a half second faster was Tyler Courtney. Tyler Courtney closing in as Sweet has made it by the slower car of Chris Windom. Sunshine still cannot get by Jacob Allen as they work back into turn number 1. Courtney tries to go through the middle part of the racetrack, draws up to the right rear tire. Jacob Allen trying to get by him. Zeb Wise has slipped out of the picture. Race for 4th might be heating up between James McFadden and Anthony Macri. Here comes Sunshine underneath of Chris Windom. Sunshine, no lap cars between himself and Brad Sweet now. This time by 6 laps to go. And if Courtney wants to win this one, they got to be the most perfect 6 laps of his career. Sweet stuck behind Jordan Poirier and the number 79 of Jordan Thomas. Down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet looking to the outside of Poirier, trying to put him a lap down. Off of turn number 4, cannot get by him, now swings to the inside down the front straightaway. That time by another 3/10 taken off the race lead. And Sunshine is there. The top 2 in the points. Gonna duke it out for the win at Outlaw Speedway here tonight. Sunshine working through the middle, trying to find a way by the 28 of Jordan Poirier. Brad Sweet underneath of Jordan Thomas will throw a slider on him and get by. Sunshine not able to get by the number 28 cars. They work into turns 3 and 4. Should be able to get by him this time. Brad Sweet goes to the top. More lap cars to deal with. No lap cars between your top 2. Sweet back to the outside. Tanner Thorson and Brent marks up the road. 2 laps to go. And Sunshine might get there. Sunshine might get there. Here we come. Twin sticks in the air. 2 to go. Sweet makes his way around the outside of Tanner Thorson. Next time by, white flag for Brad Sweet. Sweet back into turn number 3. Does not look like Sunshine's going to get there. 1 lap to go for Brad Sweet. Sweet with heavy lap traffic right up ahead of him. They're nearly 3 wide, but Tyler Courtney is not close enough. 3 and 4 for the final time. Off of turn number 4. It looks like it's going to be Brad Sweet picking up the win. He gets it done at Outlaw Speedway. 2nd goes to Tyler Courtney. 3rd to Zeb Wise. 4th will go to James McFadden, and 5th to Anthony Macri. Checkered flag is out. Your race winner from 3rd is the 49 of Brad Sweet. 2nd to the 7BC of Tyler Courtney. 3rd to the 26 of Zeb Wise. 4th to the 83 of James McFadden. 5th to 39M of Anthony Macri. 6th to 13 of Justin Peck. 7th to 14 of Corey Day. 8th to number 5 of Spencer Bayston. 9th to 9P of Parker Price Miller. And 10th to the number 9 of Casey Kahne. Then it was Rico Abreu, Cy Lynch, Brent Marks, Jared Zimbardi, Mark Smith, Jonathan Preston, Tanner Thorson, Jordan Thomas, Jordan Poirier, Jacob Allen in the 20th position. Behind him, it was Chris Windom, Matt Farnham, Corey Eliason, Ryan Newton, and Dylan Norris rounding out the field. He'll get the Sunoco Race Fuels checkered flag, and for the first time in his career, he's a winner in the state of New York. How about it for Brad Sweet? Win number 6 of 2024 with Kubota High Limit Racing. He will extend his points lead, Tony Laporta, a little bit more over Tyler Courtney.
6 wins for Brad Sweet here in 2024. Not only has the 49 team been consistent, they've been victorious. Brad, for your first time in your career standing in victory lane here in New York State, that race looked wild. What was it like behind the wheel of this number 49?
It was fun. Anytime your car's good and you get a racetrack as wide and slick as that, it's a lot of fun. It's really dictated on having a good race car. So hats off to my guys. We were moving around all night, and this is something that we typically wouldn't be the greatest at. These tracks up in New York have kind of that dirtier, slicker dirt than what we typically have figured out in the past. So tonight was just good. We were good in the dash and made a few good adjustments for the A main and kind of found that top groove. It really liked that top groove up there. Keep the wing speed up, and got my wing back. And there's a few sketchy moments in lap traffic trying to figure out where to be. And turn 3 is a little sketchy with lap cars kind of coming out and trying to pick your line and where to see. But other than that, yeah, hats off to my guys. Napa Auto Parts car has been really fast. Obviously, we've been on a tear lately, and you want to get momentum right now in May, heading into June, July, and August. Those are always the big months for sprint cars. So. I want to say hi to my wife and daughter back home, and thank you all you New York fans for supporting the High Limit Racing Series. We appreciate it.
We do have a great-looking crowd here tonight, and they are on top of us in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane. Lots of questions about the track conditions, lots of questions about a race going clean and green like that, but as always, standing in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane, you know what comes next. You get to spend or send $1,000 of our angel donors' money to a charity of your choosing. Which charity are you choosing to support tonight?
Yeah, still sticking with the Shriners Hospital, so I hopefully it's never gets old for people donating to such a good cause, and obviously appreciate the angel donor for sure.
For the 6th time in 2024, Brad Sweet's your winner! No lower than 5th place in the last 8 races for the number 49 car. Wildly consistent here in 2024. It's almost like that's how they won a couple of championships at the World of Outlaws. Tyler Courtney, 5th to 2nd, if my memory serves correctly tonight. What I want to know is when a race goes clean and green like that all the way to the end, how hard is that mentally to stay focused, to know who you're racing, dealing with lap traffic? What happens in your head when you don't see a yellow flag?
Not a whole lot. You're just so focused that, and honestly, when you get in traffic like that, you hope to not see a caution when you're racing like that. But yeah, I think the last race we ran here went green to checker too. Just a really fun racetrack, super slick, technical, and congrats to Brad and them. I felt like I was in the right spot if he caught traffic at a couple wrong times, but yeah, I mean he's a 5-time champion for a reason. They're really on right now, but I feel like we are too. So we just got to get a little bit better and keep improving. But our Not So New to Drink, Eliason Coach Trailer Aspire Motorsports car has been really good all year. We've had a couple mediocre runs, but all in all for a couple new places that we've gone to and just how the season's gone, I feel like we've had a lot of speed and just like I said, we just got to get a little bit better.
Tyler Courtney's 10th trip to the podium with Kubota High Limit Racing here in 2024. We're going to do our best to get away from the speakers down here in Victory Lane. Zeb Wise, we'll stay right here. I think we're going to be all right. Zeb, man, what a night you've had going 4th, meaning you were the quickest in your group to start your heat race back there in the 4th position. You went up to 1st, got the ace in the hole. You were able to grab that dash away from James McFadden. Probably not exactly where you want to be standing at the end of this one, but 3rd place is still nothing to hang your head about. Very impressive run for you guys tonight. What are you going to look back on and smile about when you look at this night here at Outlaw?
Yeah, really, as a whole, it was a great night. Qualified good, he raced really well. Dash was great, and featured pretty good too. I mean, really, this deal is so hard, and these two standing in front of me have been the class of the field all year. So to be 3rd to them, I don't think there'd be a better 2 cars to be 3rd to. So yeah, just really, really happy for our team. We've been very up and down season. Feels like everything has gone wrong almost, and hopefully this is a start of turning it around. But very thankful for Kevin and Monica Radine, Race Radine Foundation, Ford Performance, Sun Dollar Restoration, Hager Realty, Sage Fruit, just everyone's a part of this deal. And yeah, awesome car tonight, awesome track, and we'll try again tomorrow.
awesome car and awesome track. That's how Zeb Wise will sum up this Thursday night at Outlaw Speedway. And you look behind us here, folks, and a really great crowd for a Thursday evening here in Dundee, New York. And what a great race. Green to checker all the way through. $12,000 going to Brad Sweet for the 6th victory of 2024. But when you've got BFFs, Tyler, Courtney, and Zeb Wise racing it out on track for where they'll stand on the podium, man, you can't say enough. I think this place raced really, really well tonight, Chase. And Zeb Wise talked about it. I mean, they have not had the season they have wanted at all. And to come out of here with a season best 3rd place finish, and like he said, behind arguably the 2 best cars on the tour right now with high limit racing, that is definitely a sign, if you ask me, that Wise, Tyler Tessemaker, and this Rudine number 26 are headed in the right direction. Chase, do you know what the best news about going green to checker and running a race really quick like that is? I still have enough time to get to Dandy's for dinner. So I'm going to book it down there. You guys have fun tearing down these banners. I'm heading to the gas station to get dinner. We'll see you guys tomorrow night at Utica Rome.
All right, pick me up another biscuit, bacon, cheese, and egg, please. Thank you very much, Tony. Great job down there. And great job to those 3. Brad Sweet, Tyler Courtney, Zeb Wise, the podium finishers here tonight. Here's a quick race recap. It looked like it might have been Zeb's night to get that first win out of the way in 2024 as he jumped out to the early race lead over James McFadden. And McFadden fought back a little bit here on the inside, but couldn't quite make it work. And Zeb, he got away pretty good, got to traffic and was making some quick moves. But then he got to some guys that were nearly 4 wide in front of him and was not able to quite make the pass to get by them. And that's when the big cat came a-coming. He pounced at the right time. Thought right there for a moment he was going to blow it off the edge of the racetrack in turn number 4. And then here comes a big slider for the lead. You can't ask for the better track conditions what we had here tonight at Outlaw. Bone slick, nice bottom, nice top. You love to see that here at Outlaw. And those are the type of track conditions that many of these drivers love. I'm not a driver, but I love them too, as these guys really got to work the throttle pedal to get around this place. After that, Brad Sweet kind of rode off into the New York sunset. Although Tyler Courtney did start to make it interesting toward the end. He had a pretty long battle with Anthony Macri midway through the race. Got by him, picked off James McFadden, and then picked the pocket of Zeb Wise and nearly stole one away from Brad Sweet in the waning laps. As Sweet had his hands full with some of these cars back here. The Jordan and Jordan team of Jordan Thomas and Jordan Poirier, they were going at it right in front of him, and Brad didn't really know which way to go here as they made their way down the back straightaway. And Sunshine, you could see that NOS Energy Drink number 7 BC kind of creeping in. See that orange car kind of come into the frame for a moment here and there. Brad made the move right there on Poirier, and I thought right here that Tyler was going to get there. Just did not have enough time to get up to that Napa Auto Parts number 49 car. As Brad came off of turn number 4 and came down to a couple laps to go, put the move right there on Jordan Thomas. And the next car in his sights was Tanner Thorson. Made it around him with ease, and that may have sealed the deal for the Big Cat as he would go on to score the victory. His 6th of the year. He will extend the points lead over the guy that finished 2nd tonight, Tyler Courtney. And a dominating performance as Brad Sweet would pick up the win.